ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. We are back with our boy Xiao, touching weird, like Zelda fucking things. Anyways, regardless, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be messing around with one of the things that you should absolutely do as soon as you possibly can. I'm probably going to title this something salacious, like something that is absolutely something you should do or whatever. The reason why is because it's good, but it's good if you start doing it every week. Now, for those guys who do not know, 1.3 came out, and with it a bunch of quests. Turns out a lot of the new things that they talked about were actually being introduced within these quests scattered throughout the world space. So if you don't know where this one is, you can miss out on it and get to it very late in the game and not be the most optimal you could be. Now, in this video, we're going to be doing it, but essentially it is like a cauldron that you fill up with a bunch of trash resources, and then it will spit out a bunch of other resources at you. This is basically really resource efficient or resin efficient, because you can only have so much resin in your day. But this way, there's always monsters that you can fight, and they'll drop resources, and you can just put those resources into this cauldron, and therefore get a lot of the resources like experience books, weapon level up materials, stuff like that. So that can kind of come back to you with that without having to spend any resin. And yes, you can farm a bunch of enemies every single day, and there's a couple spots around the map that are just filled with enemies. Now, the lady that you're going to want to talk to is this lady named Lan. Damn it, talk to Lan. There we go. Have you found that sword of yours? Oh no, that sucks. So if you already have a quest for Lan, she's not going to give you the quest. Alright, well this might be a lot of nonsense. Well, excuse me when I do some busy work. I'll be honest, it's to just throw me for a loop. So by the way, if you have some quests for her that you haven't done, then that's going to get in the way of this. Unfortunate and annoying. We're going to run over here. You know, big guys over there. We're going to do this. Oh, you're up top there. Hey, guess what? Boom! But wait, let me get on top of here. There, we good now? Grin, you said you weren't gonna pogo. It's just like, it's again, like I said, it's kind of sad that there's like, it's very apparent about how you play this man. Boom! Oh, yeah, it's less good because then you just end up a mile away. So we're doing almost 3,000 per hit. That's not on a critical hit, so it's pretty solid. I mean, that might be on a critical hit, actually. Oh, look at that. That's actually less good. Like, significantly so. Let's do one of these. Because might as well apply some cryo onto you. Big ow. We're going to do one of these. We're going to apply our shield. Do one of these. And pogo. And pogo, melee, pogo. There's this weird optimal, like, melee kind of thing that you can do. Yeah, but yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. We just flattened that man so quick. Again, the whole point is we're gonna get this new weekly thing where when you use it, it's on a 6-day timer. So that does mean it's better to get to this sooner rather than later. Unfortunately, it's not like every Monday it resets. That way we can do it Saturday and still be okay. But yeah, one of the things that they're talking about within this whole thing is that do you gain more resources from using a higher currency? And the answer might be yes, but I still think it's good. It's better to just use white materials rather than like purples, because unless they eventually add something into the game where there's like a genuine farming spot for things, then maybe it'll be worth it. But otherwise, I don't know if it'll be even near worth it. Yay, we're still doing this not quest. It's the quest. Sorry. Oh, we do have a quest. Okay, we just need to get close to her. So you guys could see there was a blue exclamation point above her. So she says, "Sigh, seems like nobody gets to the bottom of it." The bottom of what? The clue. Perhaps rumor is a better word. A rumor about treasure. Okay, the treasure. Mysterious so-called clue. The guild will offer you a reward, but so far no one has found the trace of the treasure. Can I try? I didn't know it was one of these. Well, if you think you're up for it, if you really are interested, there's no harm in giving it a go. We can go take a look. Well, I have elemental sight, but oh wait, no, it just says defeat all the enemies. Ayo. So is it like just a bunch of treasure hunters where you're just gonna be like, so I'm just coming here to kill all of you and taking the map or clue is what it is. Oh, but I bet that's probably what it probably is. Weird sense, but I thought it was gonna be like treasure hunters who were like, I can't get into the goods. I can't get the goods. God damn you. One of the things with the cauldron is that you actually do need to kill or just spew out your elemental resources. Oh, what? Okay. Jeez, that's crazy. It's literally. All right, I've been here plenty of times because I had to farm the one people for 2 assassins who have the special blade right there. Sorry, I should finish my train of thought. So, the new weekly activity, this thing that we're gonna go get, is like this spindle cauldron kind of thing. And you just dump a bunch of resources into it, and then you have to fill it up with basically elemental particles slash just elemental. No, elemental particles is a good thing. You just basically need to whip your elemental abilities at it. So if you have a Diluc, it's gonna be huge. If you have a Zhongli, which constantly pulsates, it's gonna be huge. All that stuff. If you have Xiao's ult and you can just keep meleeing and spewing out animo, that's actually probably pretty good. Probably should do that. Make sure I have his thing on cooldown, or like going into that with his ult. Oh, I forgot about that. Well, big yikes. So we might as well dunk on this guy. Why not? I get my ult so fast. That's why, like, I'm not built for insane damage, even though 14 damage per hit is not the worst. 15 damage, sorry. But yeah. What do you call it? It's, I don't know. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to like melting things in like a couple seconds. So I'm kind of just like, whoa. All right, I don't know. I didn't know this was a life that could have existed for me. Elemental sight, is that what it says? Or just look for the surrounding areas? I see it. Oh, geez. A giant tree, flourishing and lush. Within it holds the precious stash. Right in the middle, follow the road, seek the riches shall be bestowed. A seeker of the riches shall be bestowed with a step climb. I want to just Google this so I can be done with it. Oh, okay, no, I have it's idiot proof. It gives me like big ass places on the map that are like, hey, dum over here.
Time for takeoff.
This is order.
Useless.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh wow, that cold damage, man, is just chewing you up. Oh, there's this. Okay, dig. Cool, got some treasure. Not what I wanted, but cool. So yeah, there is just a bunch of treasure hidden around this whole place. Check this out. Wah! Pop, pop. Nailed it. Cool, worth. Totally worth. Right there. Give me this. Over here. Ooh, there's some weird wind shit. Oh, here we go. This.
Time for takeoff.
I just took a bunch of pictures of you today because they wanted me to take pictures of a bunch of weird monsters.
Boring.
So I did it. Boom, look at it. Love it. Yeah, I have just enough region where I can like double dash and get almost my entire ult back, which is amazing, which means I don't even need Venti really, but kind of like Venti. Kind of like having Venti. Venti just reassurance, you know? See it right there? Thank God there's like a giant arrow. It's like just, we're not here. This is a mobile game. We're not trying to make you like fucking have to find all the things. What is this? It looks strange. A strange box. That's what we want. That's it. You guys got it right there. Boom. Now we gotta talk to him and be like, hey, we found this special thing, which I believe is how this man maybe got all of his wealth, is through this special like converting of materials, which is basically what it is. It's like some sort of alchemy thing where it's like, hey, convert trash materials into potentially something slightly better. Okay, and you can only do it every 6 weeks, so otherwise it'd be a bit nuts. I never seen anything like it. Where do you find it? I just followed the clues. As per the adventurer's code, this item is all yours, along with your reward, of course. Nice. We went over that area countless times. How do we miss this? Well, we did find some sort of code. So I was being like a little, But we got a new gadget, ladies and gentlemen. The Parametric Transformer. Now, you can activate this at any point on the map. Oh, damn it. Damn it. It's super not bad, but I would like to see if what's his name's ult could kind of do it. But anyways, so there's a bunch of known areas in this game for a while now which have been like fantastic for resources. So one of the things, well, I'll just show you guys. Well, I'll talk about this towards the end, because basically you're gonna need a fuel source to fuel your resin-free resources, but you're gonna need to use other resin-free items such as beast kill materials to basically attain the things that you want. Anywho, let's go kill some treasure hunters real quick, just to build up my ult. Also, we'll do this, because it's not really useful. Yeah, you need like consistent elemental damage, not just multiple elemental damage. Also, how much is Zhongli's hitting for? For like an odd 1,000 when he crits, not the worst. It's pretty good actually if you build for him. I just have Zhongli built not at all for DPS. I suppose this is as good of place as any. Let's put it right down right here. Maybe not right here. It seems like it's a problem. But I do think Venti's is going to be amazing too for like cracking the seal off of this thing. Also, it doesn't matter where you are. I just am trying to get to like a nice aesthetic place. Anyway, let's go to our inventory. And remember, this is a gadget, so it's something that you're going to have to place down. So it's over here by the thing, this. All right, so now we're going to equip this. Oh, or we just say place. I hate how it says destroy. I wish there was like an ability to lock this, so it just never had that option. Anyways, place. So yes, so it's right here. Parametric transformer. So now when you open it, you are going to have to put in 150 items of any resource that you have into this thing. Boy, I don't have that many of anything, unfortunately, because I used to do the beast routes and then I stopped, and this is well, I have a lot of one things but not other things, and yeah. But anyways, you're going to want to put in a bunch of them. Now, like I was saying, it's speculation right now. Also, you could put in food. Interesting. Huh. You can also put in stuff like this. Probably wouldn't advise any of that unless it's like something like this. Like this might be totally worth it. But you'll eventually wear out that resource. Same thing with meat. Although meat, if you do your meat farms, again, I think it's just better to farm in certain situations. Sorry. Yeah, again, I think what you want to do is probably any resources that you have beyond 500 of, then just spend that. So I have like 1,200 of this. I would spend this until I get down to really, really low amounts of that resource, or like 5,000. Again, I would always like 500 about everything would probably leave you enough for a rainy day, right? Same thing with this, and these things arguably are easier to get because you can do this every single day. Sometimes plants take 2 or 3 days to reset, so it's probably not the best idea to do that, but again, if you have the resource there, why not? Anyways, I have a metric fuck ton of a couple things, such as the beast helmets as well as these scrolls. So I'm going to actually spend probably half and half of a lot of these. So there, now we have 50 resources in there. Again, I could have used plants, which I didn't even know people like. Like again, people have a lot of plants typically, especially if you don't do a lot of food cooking and like if you don't eat food for buffs, like I don't, then I have a lot more food than I do ingredients, which I use to level up characters. Regardless, if we initialize this, your once added the items cannot be retrieved. Yeah, so it's saying this is you giving this. Like this is not like you can maybe get this back. No, it's like, no, this is gone. I'm aware. So now it's at 80% or something, and it's going to tell us. So now we need to use our abilities to actually charge it, which honestly seems a bit weird because you're just sitting there kind of like, come on, please. Which is why I don't know if like Sucrose or any sort of elemental caster might be good just to equip and use them, or like a Mona, or if it literally does have to be like your E skill. Regardless, I wanted to test Zhongli for this. Actually, let's double down. Let's do this, and let's do this. Let's melee. No, okay, so your base things don't actually do it, but the dashes seem like they might. Actually, no, I think it's just Chi-Chi's E's doing that. And yeah, my dash did a little bit. So what about this?
Think you can get away?
But as you crank it up,
Brace yourself.
I don't think it's going. Regardless, Zhongli's thing is pretty pog. It's yeah, that one's less bad. But man,
Here we go.
I was expecting significantly more, and I got less. Anyways, we'll just use a bunch of our E's to do things. Nice. Or is it damage? It might just be damage. I don't think it's damage, though, because when you're just chewing into it with, what's his name, I bet jumping and death from above probably would have netted me something. But regardless, as you guys can see, I've seen a bunch of clips of people getting a bunch of different things. I have yet to see that, though. And that's pretty interesting. Huh. So we got a bunch of purple books. Usually I see a lot of people get like a decent amount of like blue tier resources and some green tier resources, and people are speculating if you put purple tier resources in this, you could get really good items out of it. I don't know about all that, especially with how hard getting purple materials are. If they ever do release like some sort of like wave-based survival mode where you can actually collect resources that are dropped by enemies, and that's going to be huge, and that's when this can you can really just start dumping high-level materials in here, because you're going to be getting so many medium to low materials which you can convert up for money, which honestly would be a pretty good, cool system, because it would reduce your actual income for things. So yeah. Anywho, this is awesome. Again, this is something that you can do every week, so if we confirm that, so we got some crystals, we got some experience books, all that's fantastic. And again, it would make sense to me that the more you put in there, the more you're going to get out of it, but the jury's still out on that. Nobody knows if that's going to be like that good, so just be careful on that. I'm not sure. Regardless, yes, so as you guys can see, the minute I use this is on a 6-day cooldown. So this quest is, you should do this sooner rather than later because all of that is resin free. You're not actually having to spend money and all. Like, again, we just got experience books, which normally you'd have to spend some resin to actually get, along with a bunch of animal crystals, and you can get talent books. The loot pool for this thing is pretty massive, it seems. Now, one of the things that you guys should also be paying attention to is doing your kind of daily farms. Now, yes, there's like this benchmark thing which you should do every day, which I have a video talking about, where like you should do your resin, do your dailies, grind artifacts, white tier artifacts for locations around the map, do your food farms, that way you're always having some food in the thing. Or now that's even more apparent because now you can use raw meat and stuff like that to actually fuel this cauldron every 6 days, which that's a lot of time to accrued raw meat or whatever you're gonna get, right? So again, so one of the things that people have known about for a while is this is a great place for treasure hunters. Again, we spawned in immediately and just we're greeted with a ton of treasure hunters all around us. This entire like kind of valley filled with treasure hunters. They drop coins. Not only that, but there tends to be a lot of treasure hunters generally speaking, but you can also kill the slimes. Killing anything has a chance of dropping you slime goop, treasure hunter materials such as coins, and things like that. Again, another place that's great for slimes that I've been doing since forever, because everything costs slimes to actually beat. It's this right here in this kind of, I spawn here and I drop down to this and I work my way down, and you just get a ton of blue water slimes there. Another one is here, or sorry, not here. You go along this path and there's a bunch of enemies, then you go here and there's like this huge camp, and then you go here as well and there's a bunch of huge hilly churls. And then another one, which I'm sure you guys know about, this is the one that everyone kind of is familiar with, but it is over here. These are the kind of encampments of hilly churls. There's a bunch here. Is that the right place? No, sorry, here. I misspoke. It's right here. This is like a big place for hilly churls. This is also a big place for hilly churls. And you guessed it, this is also a big place for hilly churls. And there's, of course, enemies here. But yes, essentially, that's kind of where we're at. And again, there are a bunch of hot spots. You can mark them, but again, I think now that I think about it, man, if you're just doing like your expeditions, because every single day you can get around like, what is it? Like every single day you can get like 18 acorns if you're sending expeditions out on certain locations within your expedition chart, as well as if you're sending, or as well if you're just grinding a couple meats every day, you can just use your meats and your acorns to funnel into that. And then whenever you do have a lot of like excess material for like level up material, like hilly churl mask or something like that, or like slime goop, then you can just put it in towards that. So that to me is what I would probably do and will probably do, is just use my like food routes that I've been doing forever now, and I'm kind of having like a weird high amount of food. I'm getting like, I don't know, it's, you guys seen it, it was a little odd. I basically have like 1,000 raw meat, because I also have 500 raw meat, and then I have again 7,000 of this, and then acorns again, like I said. No, that's not it. Not Matsutaku. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's. I thought they were acorns. Maybe it's Matsutaku. Oh, never mind. It's the mushrooms. It's the mushrooms that I have a lot of. Well, shit. I thought it was an acorn, but no, it's a mushroom. That's what. Oh man, that video I was talking about. Oh, it's a mushroom. Anyways, I got the mushrooms. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, I got a lot of mushrooms and of course raw meat, so I could just use that for that. Also, another thing. Well, actually, I don't think it showed it. I don't think it showed us being able to do this, but there are some ingredients that you can buy like a ton. Like, what do you call it? You can go over here, and if you have just a little bit of money, you can buy a whole stack of salt, for instance. That's 100 salt. I just don't think that was in the rotation of like, and also that's $5,000 for 100 salt. It's really worth it. And again, maybe it's potatoes. I don't really remember what it was saying that it could like take as an offering. But even if it's just raw meat, still really good. I think it probably would be just raw meat because you have to kill an animal to do that. But the Matsutaku mushroom, it's weird. That one doesn't make sense. But again, you can use expeditions to get that. A bunch of ways to crack this egg, but this is something that you should absolutely do every week. Again, it's yet to be seen whether we should put like high level materials in there. Even if you get an amazing reward for those high level materials, still probably not worth doing that. Still probably worth putting in the white materials and just getting kind of an easy bump of materials every 6 days, rather than spending those high level resources, unless they give us a way of like an event or like a permanent addition to the game where it actually allows us to like just mindlessly kill things in a battle arena kind of situation. And we can actually like keep the rewards, not just it be like, okay, this is just a good way to showcase your build. No, I want a place where I can actually just farm enemy materials. I don't care if it's random or just anything, right? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully, guys, this helped in some way. Again, this is something that you should get as soon as you possibly can and add it to your weekly kind of business. It is unfortunate that it does reset every 6 days, so if you're kind of clueless and you're like, oh shit, I forgot to use that, and you maybe forgot 2 days, and now it's 2 days, it could have been less. Anyways, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe button over there, as well as 2 videos further that way. Thank you once again for your time, and goodbye.